Hello, everybody. Welcome to It Happened on a Sunday. And I got some popcorn here. I got a guitar. Unplug my phone. So I am in La Jolla Farms, California. Hey, we're going to go out there and do the interview.
Okay.
If you want to do the interview? Yeah. Cool. All right. I'm gonna bring popcorn. I am at the lovely home of Michelle and Bill LaRock, and I can't even describe it. I can't even describe it. I have a video of Michelle. Let's go over there. Yeah. Still walking a little funny. Let's see if this will get both of us in. Nope, this will not get both of us in. No, I think we have to sit on the couch. This was a great setting, but unless no, I'm not moving anything in this. I'm not moving anything. All right, just go here by this giant tusk. Okay, so Sunday night's one is about popcorn and chocolate.
Those are two very good things.
They're very good things.
In combinations, really nice.
There's a
Chocolate,
large.
popcorn.
Okay, I have to do that because I was being
You gonna come in
disrupted.
here now? Not coming in.
Wow.
Hang on to it for now.
All right, Japsy 2, California, Central California. Hello, Debbie, and Debbie Berry in Northern Washington or Southern Washington. DF, Twitch and DFW in Dallas. Let's see if I can do this. I'm trying not to move or break anything.
Right. Yes.
Because we're kind of in a
The
museum.
museum. We are totally in a museum.
It's several museums.
I didn't see the rest.
Yeah.
Like, this is just one room, but there's a whole bunch of other.
Native American and
Okay.
uh,
This is like
yeah,
when we were
they're
in.
upstairs. Yeah, every
New York.
section is a
Yeah.
whole nother. This is a house, by the way, guys. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
Hey, D, Australia in the house. Is that yeah? Brisbane.
Sweet.
Okay. Oh, you can put that in there. And James is gonna come play a little bit. Okay.
He didn't say whether he was coming up.
Okay.
I can get him if you want.
No, it's okay. If he's gonna come up, it's gonna be awesome. Do you got Brisbane, Australia in the house? Hi, Tara. Opelika, Alabama. Oregon. Hey, Brett. Steve Harmony in New York. Steve Famillo and Stephen Catt in Virginia and New Hampshire. Defcon Clark in Ohio.
This is James's son. Do you remember him from Kind of Music?
So you guys don't understand that. Like
Yeah.
the last time I saw Miles, you were probably 6 or 7 years old. Yeah,
Like 20 years ago.
20 years ago. God, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, old. I know. And you got a 17-year-old who's telling me I'm old. Oh, well, I've seen you, but I remember you this big.
Yes.
This big. I'm just saying. I might even have pictures. Who else got? Rosie. Rosie's catching a flight. Rosie was just here.
Yay.
Cheryl. G was here yesterday as well. Margaret Ann in Atlanta. Let's see. Trying to get through.
I don't know how you can read that. I can't read any of that.
I can still read some of it. If I look at the computer too much line. Hey, Brett. Bonnie Troy in Florida. Paul Cookies? Do I see cookies? No, there's no cookies. No cookies. Those are coasters. No cookies. Although,
What is that sound?
there's a kitchen right there, and they're doing stuff. I'm try and get them to make me a cup of coffee. So it's been an absolutely amazing 3 days. I flew into San Diego on Friday night and got picked up by Rosie at the airport, and we drove here for the rehearsal for today and a little bit for yesterday. And then yesterday was the public celebration of life for Jamie Shadowlight, and that was absolutely magical and beautiful. There was a release of butterflies and lots of music playing and poetry reading and just sharing and hugging. Quite a few people that I kind of knew a little bit. I had never officially met, just came up and hugged me. It's the Jamie thing, you know. It's like totally Jamie thing. Totally. And this is Monette Marino. And Jamie, Monette, and I go way back, mid-90s.
Yes.
And Jamie and John Paul at the time were, when I first moved to San Diego in 95, I feel weird about saying this on here, but I met through John Ketcher. I met right before that came to San Diego. Before I didn't know I was moving to San Diego, but he was at my friend Kat Charlie's wedding, and he's like, "Yeah, if you come to San Diego, look me up." And so I found myself a few months later moving to San Diego, calling him up, and he introduced me to a couple of people, including Chuck Barron and some other musicians. And it was a very strange thing because they would take me out and introduce me to musicians, mostly guitar players. And it was a little different. And at one point I said, Chuck, don't introduce me to any guitar players as a guitar player. Just tell them I love music. And of course, the first two people that he introduced me to after that was Jamie and John Paul, who were just full of love and wonderful. And Jamie was a musician. And I was like, oh, wait, I'm a musician too. It was the first group of people that I wanted to actually hang out with, music-wise. Them and Robin Hinkle.
Oh, yeah.
Who was one of the most amazing guitar players, who did not proceed to tell me he was one of the most amazing guitar players, like some of the other people I met when I first got here. And I was like, wait, no, tell these people I play guitar. Let them know I play music, because they're awesome and I want to hang out with them. But it was a joy meeting Jamie, and then I think Jamie might have introduced me to you. I don't remember, because I came to Encinitas and you were playing a little outdoor thing with Samisi.
Right.
And I was like, wow.
I thought I met Jamie from you, though.
Oh, well, she might introduce me to Samisi. I don't know.
I don't know.
But someone brought me to see this wonderful guy, Samisi, who's another, just a bundle of joy. You meet, and both Jamie and Samisi, when you meet them, you're gonna smile within seconds. And the rest is history. We started hanging out and playing and doing shows, and I invited Monette to my house to do a recording session, and her dad came knock on her door immediately. And then we found ourselves, that was last January. It was last January, right? That I inducted you guys into the whole thing?
November. Last
November.
year, 2023.
November. Mm-hmm. James East is in the house, too. All right. We'll play in there, but we can come hang out. Yeah. This is our friend James East as well.
He should come right over here.
Oh yeah. Come on that side.
Then the elephant tusk there is not going to be.
Yes. We just have this fellow right here.
Larry's got a popcorn.
Yes.
I got popcorn. You guys want some popcorn? I got to do this on the angle because I'm not moving or touching anything.
Okay, nice.
We got people from Australia. I got Dee from Australia on here, James, Stephen and Kat in New Hampshire and Virginia.
Yes.
Central California, Jabson 2, Twitch and DF Dub in Dallas. Brett, where on YouTube? Where are you at? Not Brett from not straight out of Serotonin. That Brett is up in Oregon. And Bonnie Troy in Florida, Walt Bridgewater,
Nice.
Debbie Berry up in Washington State, Rosie just got on a plane headed back to Washington State, Steve Harmony in New York. Steve, what part of New York are you in again? My memory is horrible. The Music Heals, Kevin. Kevin's on. Kevin has a great website called The Music Heals. And Kevin, you would have loved to have met Jamie, and she would have been perfect for your channel and your videos. I think she would have helped enrich your life. Cheryl's in San Bernardino, but she was here yesterday. Ruben in Phoenix, and so forth. This is James East. So we were a band.
Yes.
James and I played together for a long time. Monette played in the band. Jamie played and sat in and did a lot of stuff.
Yep.
We had really good times. Martin.
Yes.
And then we had revolving drummers.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You should just play kid sometimes. That's
I know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
play kid.
I'm
Working
waiting.
my
I'm
way
waiting for that. Oh no.
She's been playing
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
I have been. With
So-
Atomic Groove.
So I want to feel that.
Yeah.
I want to play with you.
Bass with Leandra, okay?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
We'll make that happen.
Oh, you're in Dallas, Brett. Nice. Originally from Oregon. Cool. Cheryl says Cheryl was here yesterday, and she wanted to see you, but you wouldn't make it, so she had to go back today. So she says she wished she could have seen you in San Diego.
I was in Ventura.
Oh, Steve Harmon, you're in. That's right, near Nyack. My old drummer Eve Gerard lives in Nyack. Actually, his wife is the mayor. I think his wife's the mayor.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So we're here. It was a beautiful celebration yesterday, and today is part two. This is the private celebration, and which I've made it not private because I have a couple of videos. So we just released some butterflies. You want to tell us what was that about?
Jamie's totem was butterfly.
Yes.
Yes.
For her, the butterfly represented kind of life and the process of life
Mm-hmm.
and transformation and release and flying and being in the flow like a butterfly. And so it was very significant that we had butterflies present. And in fact, I'm wearing Jamie Shadowlight
yes.
butterfly earrings as well. And feathers were important to her as well.
Yes. Lots of feathers.
Yeah.
Lots of feathers.
Jamie played violin and guitar and
Piano.
piano. And we all played on her first record, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I remember recording her on the Piazza de España.
Yes, I remember
in my
that.
little studio in
Yeah.
Solana Beach.
Yeah.
And then she got her and John Paul, they got it together to do a record. And
Music from a Love Shared, I think is
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
was called, right?
and they came out and did one song at my place in New Mexico.
Did they really?
Yeah, they came out. We
Wow.
did one song in New Mexico. Yeah, it was
I
great.
didn't know that.
And then and also they came. That time they came to do that, we were out driving, and then there was a rain, and there was a double rainbow, and then of course they came to the wedding too, and there was a double rainbow. This is Jamie.
Awesome.
It's Jamie.
Everything is a symbol.
We did so. So I have one thing to contemplate about butterflies, and it's just a thought process. So when a caterpillar is about to become a butterfly, does it know that it's about to become a butterfly, or does it think it's near the end of its life? And does a butterfly know that it was a caterpillar before?
This is a very good question.
Yes.
That's been on my mind lately, especially because
And
of
do
Jamie.
we know that we are going to be born when we're inside the womb?
I watched a
That's-
really interesting interview with a woman, and she had twins, and she was talking to her twin daughters who are a little bit older, like 5 or something like that. And one daughter clearly remembers being born, and she's like, mom's humoring her, asking, "What do you remember?" She goes, "Well, I remember being in a closed space, looking at my sister,
Oh,
and then the door opened, and her feet fell, and she came, and then she saw her mom, and
Wow.
Wow.
that's actually where she was born. So I don't know. Who knows?
So Jamie for me has transformed.
Yes.
That was her transformation from this physical realm, and she became the butterfly into the next realm.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna roll with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. So
And I'll double down on that one.
yes. So you helped do this. You organized yesterday, which was in Balboa Park at the
World Beat Cultural Center.
Roby Cultural Center.
Yeah.
There were so many performers and so many people came out. It was great when I walked in. I was like, wow, it's just jam-packed with people.
So much love in the room yesterday. It was absolutely inspiring and the most beautiful experience I could have ever hoped for, to send Jamie all of that love. The way I can describe it is she left a spark. It's like she had, a little spark in her heart, and every person she met, she left a little bit of that spark in each of us. And every person there
Yes.
felt like they were her best friend at one moment in time.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Because she made you feel that way.
She's present with everybody and saw every person for their essence.
there were
She
so
had a
many
gift.
different walks of life of people too.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. Stephen, according to some people in medium I know I trust, we not only know we are to be born, but we may have lived here before and chose to return on the path we are now. We have now.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, my oldest son, when he was able to talk, about 2 years old, we were sitting and he was describing pushing a bicycle with a basket along a canal on like a viaduct, and he was saying that he was an old man.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And he said, yeah, I was old, and I had my vegetables in the basket,
Oh, my goodness.
and I had a flat hat,
Oh my goodness.
and I said, what are you talking about? I thought he was talking about something he'd seen, and he goes, that was before.
That was before, in the before times, before I came here.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we just sat and went, okay.
I have to turn you on to The Egg. If you guys, if you're bold, on YouTube, search The Egg. And I think I shared that with you.
So, but I don't think I've seen
Yeah.
it.
All right. Well,
Okay, I'll have to.
On the list.
So speaking of butterflies, here's a little video. I think I'll know in a minute if this has audio. Actually, I think it does have audio. So there's a bit of what was going on. But you got these butterflies, and they were frozen?
Not frozen.
Not frozen.
Cold enough to be dormant. Like
enough.
hibernation. Think of hibernation. So they're cold
Hibernation.
enough to be sleeping, a deep sleep.
Okay. And did you put them in those envelopes, or they came
Oh no,
in?
that's the company on the butterfly farm that puts them in the
Yeah.
origami envelope so that they're safe and not squished. It's
Yeah.
it's all FDA approved or whatever
You know, I
that
should have kept
is.
one in my envelopes.
One of those envelopes.
Yep. And you warm them up about an hour before you're gonna open the envelope and let them
In the
spread their
microwave?
wings. No, in the sun. Oh my God, James.
Or in the oven, is it? 350 degrees.
It's warm enough for.
It's warm enough, definitely.
All right, so here's the video. If there's no audio, then we'll talk over it, but there might be audio.
Connection back to spirit. Fill their wings with our hopes and prayers and our love for this magical existence that we all share. a poem once. A beautiful poem where she reminded us that all things are borrowed. Hold light lightly. Hold love completely. Know that this body, these eyes, this spring, they are all borrowed. Trust in Source, for it knows. Spirit guides us. And in the shadow and in the light, the message is true. There's only one truth, and that is love. Love. That is the resonance that we celebrate today.
There was a beautiful meditation song that came to me that I shared with Jamie, and she loved it. And if you want to sing it along, I'd love to have it. So next time I'm going to count on all of you to be ready with like 16-part harmony. I know you can do it.
Quote that she always reminds us. She always said that in a moment that we run out of options, the only thing we got is our imagination. Those are Jamie's Shadowlights. Words of wisdom. In moments like these, only the right notes can be played, meaning the right people, the right intentions, and just love is gonna show up. She's also said, with a good imagination, everything becomes magic. We just have to let go of our old story. That's what she always said. Let go of our old story.
that was what we experienced a little while right before the show, and I've actually I was about 5-6 minutes late because I came up here and I had to get everything ready immediately after that. And thank you for doing that and
Yes,
everything.
thank you.
Yeah,
Jamie meant a lot to a lot of people. I had to honor her.
it was great.
And
Yeah.
every day I honor her.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful.
So I have a question for you both. Has she visited you?
I mean, in my dreams, definitely.
Dreams? Yeah.
She's come through in my dreams. And then little symbols during the day
Do you know,
when
I
I
was,
see things.
I was at Jamie's house after John Paul passed,
Oh, yeah.
and she said the radio keeps coming on.
Mm.
So I'm there hanging out, and sure enough, the radio just popped on. Like the
That was
radio.
John Paul.
I was like, because they were big music lovers.
Yes.
Really big music
Absolutely.
lovers.
Yeah.
Japsy 2, the butterfly, and then I could not return to cocoon. I cannot tell its friends the good news. What is this? Choice in life. Cool. Thank you, Japsy 2. Hey, Carol Dolick in Brooklyn.
Hey.
So there's some more playing. It's happening right now. And then a ceremony. The final ceremony. And then we're going to play
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
I want to. So we are in this museum, this wonderful house of Bill and Michelle LaRock, and they didn't just buy the art. They have they picked the art. They know a lot about the art. There's a little thing that Monette and Bill are gonna have a conversation about too. They'll love it. They'll love it. They'll love it.
Yes, it will.
So, okay.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
but I can't words. I can't describe. We're in 1, 2, 3 rooms, and I know that I was here visiting Jamie once, and they were, hello, we got a little doggy here, and I ran into some students that were coming out. I think they were from Europe, and so we were talking, and I said I was here recording Jamie, and they said, I said, what were you guys doing here? I said, we're just here because they have one of the largest collections of African art, specific African art. I was like, okay, and I knew there was art, African art, in Jamie's cottage.
Yes.
I was not prepared for this.
I was not prepared for this
not
either.
really.
You see sculptures in the garden and throughout the entryways and stuff, African art.
Yeah.
And I thought it was that. I
No.
did not expect literal
Yeah.
museum. Of
That
our
makes
art.
all of us.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, don't go anywhere. So James and I are going to play a little bit. We're going to play it
Okay.
out. But as we got to go back in and set up, I'm going to, I got a chance to talk with Bill and Michelle a bit about the art in just this room, a little bit about what's upstairs and in the next room. So check this out. It's Amy Kingdom on YouTube. You might want to check this out. It's pretty cool. And then James and I gonna play it out, and then we're gonna go and join the rest of the ceremony. All right. So if you're watching this now, it's because Michelle couldn't come up to improvise with me or hang and talk. But so this is your lovely home, and it is filled, besides with love, but it's filled with art, and there's sections to the art.
Although it is a little bit mixed
It's a
in
little
together.
mixed.
So like in this room, you have many different peoples and places in Africa, many different islands in Oceania. Pretty much that's it. And the whole house is that way. It's organized for a lot of different reasons, not necessarily by geography, but what I was saying is that this is the art of the original people of the world, unaffected by the modern canon, by modern faith, the changing with the arrival of new people and changing these cultures. And so these are ceremonial pieces used to capture and reflect important parts in life, from birth to coming of age, marriage, death. And so they're
they were used ritualistically.
Okay.
Everything that's here, and so.
And you bring students, high
Yeah.
school and college
we bring
students
in
here?
high school and community college students. Sometimes they're art history art students.
Uh-huh.
And actually, it's actually really beautiful. Like, we have some pieces down the hall with ceramics. That's from the Nok civilization in Nigeria, which is the
Okay.
oldest sub-Saharan culture that we know of, and we know very little about them except they had tremendous art. But for example, like in the U.S.
Uh-huh.
and more, we tend to teach a very Eurocentric view of history.
Yes.
And these pieces were created. These magical pieces were created before London and Paris existed.
Okay.
So it really puts a counter narrative about where great societies originated and what was there before the story we're largely told.
Okay. And so you have some Native American stuff left up
A little bit more pre-Columbian, so
Pre-Columbian.
Mexico, Peru, sort of early Mesoamerican cultures.
Okay.
But down here is Africa and Oceania, and lots of amazing, amazing things. These pieces are grouped together not because they're from the same time or place, but because these are the kinds of pieces that Picasso collected when he went to the expo in Paris at the turn of the last century. And they say he was so mesmerized by what he saw that it changed, blew his mind and changed what he did in modern art, which then changed the entire art world. There's Bill. He's the real art critic.
No,
Yes.
I'm working. Go ahead, give them a tour.
Come on, finish the
I'm
tour.
videoing. Are you okay with that? Or if you...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Hi, Bill.
We'll try her out, see how she does. She
No,
knows,
that was
she
the
knows
handoff.
a great deal about tribal.
That was the handoff. That was your turn to
No,
chime in.
man.
Anyway, so these pieces Bill put together here
Uh-huh.
because these are the kinds of things, and you can see these are the things that Picasso saw at that World Fair in Paris. These are the kinds of things that the others saw at that same time. So when you look at this, you can see the face of a Modigliani painting, right?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
And here you can see the shape and the body framing in the modern Picasso, beginning with Demoiselle d'Avignon and forward, like the first true modern art painting. This one was actually owned by Picasso. This was in his home with him when he died. And this is great because it's sort of a collapsing of 2 and 3 dimension. This is 3-dimensional, but the bottom half of the body is sort of collapsed. Or look at the pieces on the wall here. They look a lot like when you've seen a cubist, modernist painting by Picasso and sort of the features and the faces.
Sometimes.
With a little headrest, yes.
Sometimes little things are very significant.
Yes.
In the African culture, hair's a bit of a problem, especially for a woman. And a high-ranking woman has a very elaborate hairdo fitting her high-ranking status. When she sleeps at night, this is a headrest to keep her hair off the ground. But of course, with the proper hand and the proper time, it turns into a little masterpiece. This is from the Luba people in the middle of the Congo. Look at the overt sexuality in that beautiful, beautiful Luba face. And what is this? That is scarring. As I'm going to bet some of you know, Africans carry a gene called keloid. And as a result, when they get cut, oftentimes they heal with an upward scar where other people do not. And you can see they use this for status, tribe, clan, achievement. So I can't tell you what this shows, but you can see the colloidal scarring. This is a woman of status and of beauty. And most of all, she's cubistic. Look at her legs. Can you see the 2 different perspectives of the piece?
Yes.
Up and flat. Just like this stool,
Yeah.
which is cubistic, and in a way, very much reminiscent of one another. This is a stool that is carried by the Queen's aide, so that when the Queen wants to sit down, the aide puts the stool down for the Queen to sit. But look again, This is called Caryatid. Look at that beautiful Luba face from the middle of the Congo. It's the most artistic of all the tribes. The overt sexuality of the piece, and there it is, the keloid scarring, whatever her great, but look how beautiful, and that is a proto-cubistic piece. You want to know who owned this?
She said Picasso, right?
That's right. And it was in his bedroom when he died. Wow. And it's the most expensive piece of art he ever owned. So there you go.
Cool.
I gotta find a place to put this little guy. You see, you can't. You know, it's funny. You really have to get up and look at her.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, that was Bill and Michelle, or Michelle first, and then Bill, and James was in that as well.
Welcome to the library.
We're back in the library. Did you notice that there's an Oscar there? You see?
There it is. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So,
For what? What?
I don't know. Oh, there you guys. Cool. Thank you, Debbie. Steven, Jabs 2, Twitch and DFW. All right, so James and I are going to play out, and then we got to get back down there because they're going to do another ceremony, and then we have to play officially down there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, especially this special weekend. I'm headed home tomorrow. I'll be back in the Chalker Room on Tuesday for Tuesday Night Live. And then I have some productions this week, so I will be posting. Also, I posted on Facebook and Instagram photos from yesterday, and it was really magical moments, really magical moments. I want to again big shout out to, first of all, the reason we're here is because Michelle opened up her heart and home to Jamie.
Yes.
And Jamie got to spend the last year and more, almost
18 months.
18 months here in this wonderful place with love and care, and there's an organic food garden outside, and just the views and stuff. And I think that had a lot to do with it because she lived way past what the medical doctors said she would, and I think a lot of that has to do with being here.
Yes.
So I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Bill and Michelle LaRock, and Santi for coming and helping, and Albert and Monette and everyone. This has been an absolutely magical three days, and the only thing that would have made it better was if Jamie was here to experience it and play with us.
Yeah.
And share it. But it was all because of Jamie. And so I'm gonna plug in, do a quick plug. My next public event is I'll be teaching at Guitar Workshop Plus in Toronto, Canada on July 16th and 17th. And then I'll be in, I come right back, and I'll be in Anaheim for the OC Vibe Guitar Festival. Doug Doppler and myself will be playing, Philip Sace, and then Phil X from Bon Jovi's playing. And it's a swap meet, guitar stuff, and concert. And then Doug and I are playing at Alva's in Long Beach that night.
When's that going to be?
July 20th.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
July 20th. And then August 10th, I will be in Albuquerque, New Mexico, for a tribute to Jeff Beck. Me and my friend John Kurzwick, one of my favorite guitar players, and he's a mega producer. Produced the 3 Big Creek records, Puff on Mud, Godsmack's only number one. Butler Mudd's only number one. We're a part of that. There's like 14 guitar players, and then after that, I'll be up in Lebanon, Oregon, for Cafe Rock. I'm doing a solo show at Cafe Rock in Lebanon, Oregon, formerly the home of Guitars Under the Stars. I wish them all the best this year. I'm not part of it this year, but I've been a part of it since the beginning, and this year the schedules didn't align. And then that's August 16th in Lebanon, Oregon, and the next night is August 17th. I'll be trio with Charlie Lorme and Jeff Eason at Billy Blues in Vancouver, Washington, and that's it. Then I'm off to Rome, Italy, and most likely Ireland, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Busy.
Good night, A. McKingdon. Thank you for tuning in. Tampa to Cleveland. Oof, get some coffee. All right. So thank you guys. This is James East, and we're just gonna play out a little bit. And thank you guys so much for watching. These words I read yesterday. You guys know them as well. I ended the live streams with this, but this is so Jamie as well. Because I don't know anyone that met Jamie that didn't smile. So this is worse for my friend Zach, great singer-songwriter. When I gave all my love and I've gone home, they'll say I was here, and I put a little dent in fear, and then I made someone smile. And I hope I made you guys smile tonight, and think about someone you care about. We're smiling, crying, laughing, and loving here. It's a beautiful weekend. So thank you guys. We're gonna play a little bit.
Jamie. That Jamie said you got to get that down. You got to record. So here it is. We just did it.
Nice.
One love, one love, one love, one love. It's peace at the center. One love, peace at the center. One
Keep going. Keep going. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Especially people in Australia, because it's early in the morning. That's all right. Okay. Thank you, guys. I'll see you on Tuesday Night Live, coming up from the Hot Chocolate Room. Keep going.